So my career started, I basically had to start like anybody else, online events, stuff like that. And then once I created an offline group that lived by close to me, I started an offline group in my area, and I just started training from there. And then from there, we started venturing, putting our own money, investing into ourselves to offline events here and there, boom, boom. Eventually, getting some money that way. And then that's all 2015. Then 2016 is when I started winning bigger events, and then that's how I got into sponsorships. Ever since 2016, I've been sponsored ever since, so I've had that blessing. But yeah, so it just started hard work into progress, pretty much. I remember seeing Fatal 8, which is one of the biggest tournaments for MK10, MKX. Man, after I saw the production, I'm like, yo, this is something I want to pursue. I can't believe this is real, right? Yeah, so all Mortal Kombat, all NetherRealm Studios. I play all types of fighting games and stuff, but not as seriously as Mortal Kombat. Yeah, for sure. MK was definitely. Well, no, I remember as a little one in Venezuela, we played Smash, like on the Nintendo 64. That was officially, I remember, I have really clear memory of that. We played Smash a lot. Me and my brothers, I grew up with three older brothers, but we played everything. My family has always been very gaming heavy, so I grew up around that. Yeah, there's a couple. Obviously, I want the big dogs under my belt. I want to collect their scalp. That's what we like to call it. Like when you beat someone, you take their scalp. I want the top seeded players. The players with the best offline placements just from this year alone. Tekken Master, Hayate, and Foxy. Those are definitely the top three. I want their heads. Oh, I want Tekken Master. Give me Tekken Master. So I'm always venturing into different avenues of esports just because this is what I love to do. So even if MK is being stale and nothing's going on, I have different avenues to attend to. I have so many different perspectives. Playing different type of games, I feel like I can bring what I learned from those games into MK. So yeah, definitely. This might seem kind of funny, but Fall Guys is a good example of that. Just because Fall Guys, even though it seems cartoony, right, there's actually a lot of money involved with that game, and it involves a lot of, how do you say this? A lot of timing, strategy. It's just stuff that I feel like any fighting game player will be good at. So Fall Guys is a perfect example. Oh, offline, 100%. Offline is the best. We haven't had an offline event almost for a year now. I just miss it. It's not even just the competing is obviously, I love the competing part, but just seeing your fellow competitors, friends, it's awesome to see them in this type of environment. My biggest motivation is, I would say, first of all, my family, because when my little ones see me, I want them to, when they look at me, I want to be the best. I want them to be like, no one's better than my daddy. The second motivation is the prize pools. When I see the prize pools, it's time to get to work. First and foremost, you guys are giving us such a big platform, and personally, I know the whole scene is thankful, but I'm so thankful for you guys because this is huge. This is something that we needed in the scene. It's refreshing, new, and it's just sick. So things like this definitely help us, but also community working together, making sure we support everything that is coming out of the scene. Just events like this. I think eventually we're heading in the right direction. It obviously has to do a lot with the devs and the people working in the game, putting more esports related stuff in the game, like skins, even something like a notification when a tournament is going, Yeah, which actually they just implemented that, so that's good. That's what I'm saying. We're starting to head more esport related content in the game, so it's definitely motivating to see stuff like that. So yeah. Yeah, definitely this patch that just came out with MK Ultimate is definitely a good route. I'm really happy with everything that came out of it. everything, the poke change system, the variation, adding more dynamics and depth to the game. It was awesome. I love it. Thankfully, because this patch definitely helped me get back into the game. I took a big break, but the patch, this event, and just everything, announcing and stuff, it's really good for me as a competitor. I was able to mentally prepare myself to train and stuff because I haven't in months. So yeah, definitely a good thing. Yeah, the break, I don't think it had to do much with the quarantine. Obviously the quarantine, with COVID and stuff, I think our Pro Series was delayed as well. So yeah, that was definitely a reason. But it was just, I think the meta of the game was really still for me. It was just like, it was kind of boring and stuff, but that's why patches really make it new and refreshing for the players. So I'm still having a lot of fun. There's so much new things in the game. So it's exciting to venture and like, wow, I learned this today. So you're just learning new stuff. Yes, so online, there's a couple of characters that are known in the scene that just, people hate it. I will say, the first character you gotta think of, which is like my main character, is Sub-Zero. People hate Sub-Zero. They cry about it all the time. Twitter, Reddit, anything you can think of, they're always complaining just because there's just certain moves that are unreactable, which is true. It's not really reactable online. But yeah, so there's a lot of complaints. So Sub-Zero's one, Aaron Black is another one. Aaron Black just he plays his own game kind of. He plays MK11 pretty good. So yeah, it's the big difference between online and offline characters. Like they get different advantages online, whether when offline, they don't get that same advantage. Not really. Actually, how I play all matchups. So when you pick a character, I already know what to use against a character. So it doesn't really matter online, offline for me. I already have my matchup charts in my head. So when I know you're a Cetrion player or a Cabal player, I have Shang Tsung Scorpion. It's like that for me. Every character I have 3 characters ready to fight that one character. That's how it works for me. Well, that's when experience comes in. When you've done it so many times where it's kind of normal. The feeling, the tournament nerves, you're so used to it that it doesn't bother you. It's a normal thing. So experience is one. The second thing I would say is just practicing so much. You practice the scenario that once it happens in the tournament, you know what to do. You know what you can do, your options. So practicing, labbing, perfecting your craft, and then experience as well. When I first got the game, right, I didn't touch the story mode until like a couple months after. Just because when the game first came out, I already had like 3 tournaments lined up, and they were like really big qualifiers. I had to travel. I traveled like 4 or 5 hours and stuff. So yeah, when the game first came out and I got my early copy, yeah, I didn't touch the story mode like for months. But it's important. It's still important because this is what I love. I love playing Mortal Kombat. So yeah, of course I'm interested in the story. It's just I don't know. It's interesting. I actually like it. The story was pretty sick, but yeah, I'm not like super crazy about it. You know, like you have these die-hard MK fanatics that they know the story. Yeah, so I wouldn't be able to tell them everything. All the lore and stuff. But it's interesting. I like it. I'm happy that as a fighting game, the Mortal Kombat has the best storyline, best story, best characters in my opinion. So yeah. I would say definitely my favorite character, Ermac. He hasn't made it into MK11 yet, which is okay. I still believe he'll make it. We just have to be patient. He's my favorite character, the best ninja. He's just the sickest character in the game. So I need to see Ermac in the new Mortal Kombat movie. I need to see sick fighting scenes. I can't wait, like the new characters in MK11, I can't wait to see them in movies. So like Collector, even Devora, not Shao Kahn, excuse me, Kodo Khan. Like seeing the new characters from this era, this generation in a movie, that's gonna be sick. Hey guys, my name is Too Easy. I'm gonna give a big shout out to all my friends, family, and supporters. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you support WePlay on all the social medias. I wanna give a big shout out to the Pittsburgh Knights for just supporting me going into 2021. We're gonna do a lot of big things. Also, para todo mi gente españoles, mi venezolanos, we already know we out here, baby.